All right, on day one, we worked on multiplying two powers with the same base. We learned that 3 to the third times 3 squared gave us 3 to the fifth because we kept the base the same and added the exponents. Today, we're going to work backwards. We're going to do division. Now, if I work backwards, we're going to write two equivalent division sentences using these numbers. So working backwards means I'm going to start with the answer. So I'm going to go ahead and punch in 3 to the fifth, 3 raised up to the fifth power. Now I need to click out of the exponent. Now I'm going to do my division. Working backwards means the next number then, if I start at the end, is 3 squared. So I'm going to type that 3 squared. And then click out again because I want to come up in the middle so I can do my equals. And then the final number is 3 to the third. So what I just did was I just wrote a fact family member. I started at the end, made a division problem using the same numbers. So I'm going to do the same thing, only this time I'm switching these two. So still starting with 3 to the fifth. Click out of it. Hit divided by. And then instead of 3 squared this time, I'm going to put 3 to the third. Click out of it again. Equals. And then this one is where the 3 squared goes. So same numbers, rearranged as division problems. So you're going to do the same thing for these last two. So 4 to the 11th divided by 4 to the 5th equals 4 to the 6th. Oops, not 11. That should be a 5. And then one more. All right, so now we've got equivalent division sentences. So what we need to figure out is that rule. What rule would I write to say 3 to the fifth divided by 3 squared got me 3 to the third? How did I go from this to the answer 3 to the third? Well, hopefully you're noticing. I notice when I divide two powers with the same base, our base stayed the same. This time, yep, we're subtracting the exponents. So when it looks like a fraction, like this one, subtract the exponents instead of add. So let's come on over here. Again, we're clicking this math icon. Clicking in here, we're going to follow this rule. I keep the base the same, so my base is an A. I hold the shift and the 6 and it raises it up. And like yesterday, M and N are my bases and my rule says subtract, so M minus N. So now you've written the algebraic rule. Your examples that you're going to do for these needs to follow this rule. So head over to slide 8. Slide 8 says, remember the rule says when dividing powers with the same base, keep the base the same and subtract. The exponents. So here's what you're going to do. Down here at the bottom, we have these examples. Now notice it only gave us the starting. It didn't give us the answer. The only thing you're writing over here is that the answer to this rule. So sorry. So if I keep the base the same, my base will stay x. And if I subtract my exponents, 5 minus 2 gives me 3. So I would hit this AB button and I hit 3. Then I can put the equal sign and it won't change my number. All right. Let's jump down here and do this one real quick because this is messing with a lot of people. Notice if I call it out, I have a base of M and a base of N on top and bottom. So our answer is going to have an M and an N as the base. So we're going to start with just the M. On the top, I have M to the 12th. On the bottom, I have M to the 7th. The rule says subtract the exponents. So 12 minus 7 gives you 5. So our first one says M to the 5th. Now I go with my ends. End of the 6th divided by end of the 4th. 6 minus 4 is 2. Yep. So you're going to go ahead and finish these. Take a screenshot of this slide. Turn it into Echo. Then there's an exit ticket for this. There's also an exit ticket for day 1. Make sure you get both of them done. Have a great day. We'll see you in class.